Welcome back to Talking Ball. Let's talk about Alijah Martin, the Florida guard wing. I know wing. We're gonna get to that in a little bit here. He's 6'2", with a 6'8" wingspan, just under 210 pounds. He's a fifth-year senior. Played his first 4 years for Florida Atlantic. Was part of the Florida Atlantic Final Four team, and then joined Florida for his fifth year, his COVID year, and was part of the NCAA tournament team. Not tournament team, NCAA Championship team is what I should say. It was a pivotal piece supporting Walter Clayton as part of the backcourt with Will Richard. They had a tremendous backcourt, and I think Alijah Martin is worthy of consideration for a late second round pick. And if he's not picked in the late second round, I do expect a team to sign him to a two-way deal. I think Alijah Martin has a lot to offer an NBA team. So, what is Alijah Martin good at? Well, the number one thing is this guy is a plus athlete, not just like a good athlete, a true NBA level athlete. This guy is a physical specimen. He's an explosive driver and cutter. He can really get downhill. He's yes, more of a straight line driver, but it almost doesn't matter because he is so explosive and able to just burst past his defensive player, especially on a closeout opportunity. Martin has a real advantage in being able to get to the rim. Defensively, he is a bulldog. He is a guy who just makes things uncomfortable for opposing ball handlers. He gets steals. He most of the time forces them on ball, but he can also get them off the ball. And is a guy who can guard multiple positions despite being 6'2", thanks to his wingspan and athleticism. I think he can guard ones and twos and some threes, which I think is going to be really important for Martin at the next level. His three-point shooting, there's been times where it's been excellent, like his sophomore year of college, he shot 40%. There's been times where it's been a little bit below average, where it's been 32%. So I think he's like an average to above average three-point shooter, but he does shoot them at high volume, which is something you want to see. Negatives for Martin, not much of a playmaker. As a guy who averaged a career high this past season at just over 2 assists per game. He is undersized height-wise at 6'2" to play on the wing, which is where I think he ultimately will play most of his time. But he does make up for it with the 6'8" wingspan, though. I got to keep saying that. It was a really important measurement for Martin. And his age. He's 23 years old. He'll be 24 the middle of next NBA season, which are things that certainly work against Alijah. Okay, statistically, Martin averaged 14 points, about 4.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1.5 or so turnovers. Shot 45% from the field, 35% from three on 6 attempts, and 76% from the free throw line in about 3 attempts. He had a really good year from two-point range at 57%. That shows his finishing ability at the rim and near the rim in the paint. And look, I get the concern with his age, but I just think Martin's athleticism, his ability to attack the rim, his shooting ability, I think this guy, I really do think he's going to play multiple years in the NBA and find his way into an NBA rotation. I get the age concerns. I get the height and the position concerns with Martin, but I just think this guy's a winner. He's done it with multiple teams. He's a good defensive player, and he's not going to hurt you with his three-point shooting. If anything, he's going to help. My comp for Alijah Martin is a guy who's very similar, albeit came to the NBA younger and a little bit more of a playmaker, but otherwise similar measurements, similar build, similar position. Deuce McBride, Miles McBride from the New York Knicks. I just think they're similar, 6'2", 6'8" wingspans, athletic guards who are really wings. Wings and guard bodies is what I'm trying to say here. And I really like Alijah Martin. I would take him at the end of the second round if I were, a contending team. I would really love to take a flyer on a guy like Alijah Martin. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what your comments are below. And until next time, guys, peace.